The opinions expressed by the hosts and co-hosts of this program does not necessarily reflect the views of TGON Radio and TVH Group of Networks.
TGON and AspMedia brings you Asphere's Cafe. The cafe is now open.
Tonight is November 3, 2025, 6:01, and now it's August. Ito. Alright, it's time for Asparagus Cafe, and I can hear myself there. Okay, Asparagus.
Alright, hello everyone, and welcome to Asphere's Cafe. Today is the brand new month that is November. It's November 3rd, 2025. And yes, we are back with another episode of the cafe. So, yes, Dreamcar, I can hear you. So anyway, we are back with another episode of the cafe, and yes, as you can see in the regular I will now be showing my face regularly in the regular episodes of Asphere's Cafe, and also this is the first episode that we are live on our own YouTube channel, that is Asphere's Cafe. So if you look behind me right here, this is the live stream of the. This is the live stream of Asphere's Cafe on a brand new channel right now. And if I show it to you right here, by going here, you can clearly see that it is Asphere's Cafe channel instead of the usual AspMedia. So, before we begin, how are you, Dreamcar?
Well, nothing much more, but by the way, we have tomorrow I will release a brand new introduction to the endorser of Senatron Sintas, in which you can see here on the chat that I have a little bit of a spoiler to show you. Yeah, that's her. That's our new endorser. You saw it, I just sent that on.
I'm gonna check it myself. I'm gonna check it for myself right here. It's loading. It's loading. Yes, I can see the brand new mascot, but I'm not gonna like show it on the screen. But I get the idea. I get to see how that looks like. But that will be revealed tomorrow, right?
Yes. Featuring a brand new commercial, both TV and radio, and an introduction to the new two karaoke players in Brewing Question. It's the Neo Plus and the Neo Max. So
Alright.
nothing much more to say Asparagus, so let's start the cafe session.
Thank you very much, Streamcar. So, let's start with our tech cafe for the first gap, and I should say. Let's start with our first tech cafe for this month. And we have a weekly call, we'll save that for the last gap, but for now, let's see what I'm gonna cover, because again, I'm too lazy to prepare. Alright, it looks like the Galaxy S26 Unpacked event date has been leaked. We're gonna screen share it right there. And yeah, let's have a read coming from GSM Arena. So let me switch the screen share there. Okay, so as you see the screen, Samsung Galaxy S26 Unpacked event date leaked. This is coming from GSM Arena, so there have been multiple rumors suggesting that Samsung may delay the Galaxy S26 series launch to March, and a new leak now claims to reveal the exact date. According to a report, Samsung will hold a Galaxy Unpacked event on February 25 next year in San Francisco, where it will debut the Galaxy S26 lineup. Notably, the company usually unveils the flagship Galaxy S series phones in January, which is very common. The report adds that Samsung has already begun preparations for the Unpacked event. The Galaxy S26 lineup is expected to include the Galaxy S26, S26 Plus, and the Galaxy S26 Ultra. Samsung's upcoming flagship lineup is rumored to use the Exynos 26000 system on chip in some regions, while other markets will get the Snapdragon 8 Elite Gen 5 for Galaxy. A recent rumor also hinted at camera and battery upgrades across the lineup. So what they mean for some regions is that Asia, Middle East, Africa will be getting the Exynos 26000, while US, Canada, and Japan and China, most likely, will be getting the Snapdragon chip. So it's very likely that the Galaxy S26 here in the Philippines will have the Exynos chipset across the phones. Not just the base S26, but also Ultra and Plus. Keep that in mind. So that is the Galaxy S26 Unpacked date. Again, it is set to be unveiled in February 25. That is next year. And again, we know that Samsung usually holds it in the first month of the year, but it looks like Samsung is changing that. So, Dreamcar, what do you say? And do you have any comments on this?
Apparently, just watching right now on F26, it might be an interesting look on the Galaxy series, but nothing much more to expect. But at least it's a very interesting design, especially the
Yes.
camera one.
And I also have one question for you. What do you think about the chipset being used in specific regions like Exynos in Asia, Middle East, Africa, while Snapdragon will be used in US, Canada, Japan, and China. Again, these are the countries that will get the Snapdragon. What do you say?
At least Exynos is very interesting. The Snapdragon, nearly I would like to say that Exynos and both Snapdragon have very similar effects on chipset, but I don't know which is faster. I don't know if it's Exynos or either Snapdragon, but I cannot expect on how it's going to get faster results. So at least the chipsets are very interesting.
Alright, yeah, fair enough. Now let's move on to another one. We will be finding more articles to cover, and we got plenty and plenty to cover. So let's talk about. Let's see. Let's talk about. Okay. Okay. Alright, we will be talking about the Windows 11 related news. Here it is. Here it's seeing right there. Alright, here it is, and this time it is a critical bug that is affecting drivers for Windows 11. So this is coming from Windows latest. Microsoft admits long-standing Windows 11 driver 0x870103 error, that is the error code, says it can't fully fix the issue. So, well, what do we know? It has been around for years, and only to find out just now that Microsoft has admitted. So this is coming from once again from Windows latest. Microsoft admitted that it's aware of trouble downloading installing drivers on Windows 11 and is taking steps to reduce the 0x870103 errors, but it can't promise a full fix. A feedback hub post titled Driver Installation Error in Windows Update 0x870103 has about 1,000 upvotes. Now 1,000 might not seem like a huge number, but remember that users rarely open Feedback Hub, and that is true because we're not testers unless you are part of our Windows Insider team, which you are very likely to submit the feedback to Microsoft or Windows team, the Insider team, if you're facing with a critical issue or if you have encountered a bug. You are likely encouraged to submit a bug or feedback rather. So the fact that 1,000 people have taken over 1,000 people have taken to the feedback hub to flag the issue shows how widespread it has been. So this is according to one of the users noted in the post. Let's read, quote, 0x800F0983 continues to occur on a daily basis. Each time it attempts to install it, it does so successfully, display no errors and completion. It does appear that it is impacting the processing times across all applications. The system takes longer to restart, longer to start up, and applications take longer to execute properly. End quote. There are hundreds of thousands of similar complaints. Well, the good news is that Microsoft says fewer people will now run into such Windows update failures. And how does it cause the issue, or what causes it rather? So Windows Update shows 0x800F0983 when it tries to install a driver update that's already installed. In fact, Microsoft officials previously told users to ignore the set error code because there's nothing you can do. One of the workarounds is to reset Windows. But what if you come across the same error again? That is the most concerning part that we need to know. And this is according to a Microsoft official who goes by the alias OCVE. It's showing this error because it's attempting to install something that's already installed. Beyond showing the error message, this shouldn't impact your general usage. That is according to the said Microsoft official, which told thousands of users when they flagged the issue on Feedback Hub. Fast forward to October 2025, and a patch is finally released that addresses the issue to some extent. So Microsoft noted in an update to its document code, made underlying changes to help reduce users seeing drivers fail to install with error 0x87103. End quote. Microsoft says this fix is rolling out with Windows 11 KB 5067036, which is the October 2025 optional update for version 25H2 and 24H2. And on November 11, that is nearly a week from now, it will roll out to everyone with the mandatory patch Tuesday release. So, as we know with Microsoft, bugs always do come up when Microsoft usually release their patch Tuesday update, which is why their testing is not great. It's very incompetent when you know that it's a consumer version of Windows 11, and yet they have to like issue known issues anyway because they couldn't like guarantee if it's fully tested or not, which is why it's causing a bug to show up. But anyway, but October 2025's optional update should still reduce the cases where 0x87103 hits the bricks. So, while Task Manager issues will eventually be patched in the next update, it's a big and rare feat that Microsoft finally addressed two long-standing Windows Update errors, which is, well, yeah, at least that took that long for Microsoft to issue it. And about the Task Manager issues right there, yes, it is actually true. You can check Budahar or some other gamers video on demonstrating the duplicate Task Manager bug if you are encountering. So if you wanna know how that works, I will leave the video in the video description below once the replay is up. So you guys can look into Budahar's video and know how the Task Manager bug is causing it to duplicate its Task Manager processes. While we know that it will eventually be patched, we can see it is a known bug. So Dream Card, that's one of the long-standing issue that has been going on for a very long time. But what do you think that Microsoft was finally stepping up and issue a patch? What took so long, right?
Yeah, it's very long, but I don't know why. Because the error is very interesting. Because when it comes to their drivers, they like update that Windows usually do, and when it comes to drivers like this, you can just instantly find out that that error is very common usually. Because when it comes to Windows 11, drivers can be a little bit hard because there's a lot of unsupported software or hardware that is still currently expected. So yeah, but yes, they kind of as of this time, they still cannot fix the issue.
Very true. I want to say, I want to say, I do have some suggestions for myself to do better. At least have a quality team and don't just ignore the updates because it may cause issues in long term. And what if IT admins are triggered by that, right? All right, it is now. Let me just stop the screen share. It is now 6:46 p.m. as we have a lot to cover with our tech news and more right here on Asphere's Cafe. But we have some TV and radio sponsors first.
We have Dell Sound, Extra Appliances, Game Cars Pizza, Capinoy Coffee, Melody Mart, and Chenaton Tin Plus for our radio. And TV here, we have TGF and Outspend. So that's our sponsor, 646.
We will be right back after these messages. Stay along with us.
Every sunrise brings a new story, and every story begins with a single journey. At Zakish Airlines, we believe travel isn't just about reaching your destination. It's about the experience that carries you there. From comfort that feels like home, to service that feels like family, we make sure your moments in the sky are unforgettable. Because when you fly with us, the world is closer than you think. Zakish Airlines, your world within reach.
Uminom ka ng tinted cola sa isang malakas na lasa para masigla ang araw mo. Try na! Sarap, di ba? Available din sa mga bayan na walang sugar at 500 ml at 1 litro ng bote. Tinted cola, refresh your life.
Pasko na ang paglalaba. Mag-Zerp Powder. Para tanggalin ng dumi ng damit. Para sampayan sa damit. Para mabango na. Walang brand X sa detergent powder. Mag-Zerp Powder. Christmas na ang paglalaba. 5 piso lang.
Olaya Papaya, soap from natural fair from skin. Olaya Papaya, it's naturally from a famous skin. Olaya Papaya soap, from skin beauty, from papaya soap.
Sumakit ang tiyan? Bakit umaano ng asido sa tiyan? Pinutol ng tiyan? Mag-Gremil S. In this fast of 3 minutes para wala sakit tiyan. Mag-Gremil S na
Alagang Unilap yan.
Sinisira ang lalamunan at pati ubo ng plema, mag-TGF Lagundi para iinumin ng gamot para mawalan ng plema at dugo. Dahil sa sigmura mo mag-TGF Lagundi.
Shopee, dua-dua, Tencel, ada Tencel di Shopee, dua-dua, Shopee, dua-dua, Tencel, ada Tencel di Shopee, dua-dua, di Shopee, dua-dua, ada Tencel di Shopee, dua-dua, ada Tencel di Shopee, dua-dua, ada Tencel di Shopee, dua-dua, Tencel.
Di biro ang maging newscaster at president and CEO. Dati, sa office inaantok pa ako at napapagod. Buti sa tulong ng Lion Energy Drink, lumakas pa ako. Bukod sa taurine, vitamin B complex at ginseng, ay meron ring vitamin C para lumakas ang immune system. Kaya ako'y matibay at masigla ang aking trabaho. Lakas ka with Lion Energy Drink. From Godwin Enterprise.
Mahalagang paalala, ang Lion Energy Drink ay hindi gamot at hindi maaaring gamitin pang gamot sa anumang uri ng sakit.
Luto itlog, mag-GFC banana ketchup. Mabilis ng kain ng itlog, kinain na. Mag-GFC banana ketchup, kainan na.
Hello guys, ako po si Mr. Kaiji Montaño po. Absent ako sa late ng news anchor ng TG Patrol. Kasama si Montaño Santiago, late na ako. At pagkatapos, ang hirap magbasa ng newspaper at ang sakit ng ulo sa sikat ng araw. Ito na ang solusyon dyan. Ito ang KM Cola Original.
Ang KM Cola Original may iron, taurine at B vitamins. Ang ating malakas ang ating katawan at kalusugan at malusog araw-araw.
Ang sarap. try ninyo ang KM Cola Original. KM Cola Original, bili na sa Joray sa Pamarket, 15 pesos lang. KM.
Achoo! 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 Mysakit. I love to drink my Mysakit. We love to drink my Mysakit. If you wanna get that good, drink Mysakit.
Canyon Choco Biscuit. With extra chocolate and extra creamer in one biscuit, will give a delicious chocolate taste. You'll want to try it again.
Canyon Choco Biscuit. Feel the Choco vibes.
Ang anak ko para itlog na malakas ng kumain na, ang Nutrilan, ang anak nyo ng Iron Taurine at B-Complex para sa mga bata ang anak ko Nutrition Cup sa Nutrilan Bombo ng kalusugan.
Alagang Unilap yan.
Mahalaga paalala ang Nutrilan ay hindi gamot at hindi dapat gamitin panggamot sa anumang uri ng sakit.
Crowe, mula batang standout, iyong vitamin D at vitamin C. Ang batang standout sa mga bata, mag-Crowe, mga vitamin D at C, ang batang standout kid. Mahalagang paalala ang Crowe ay hindi gamot at hindi dapat gamiting panggamot sa anumang uri ng sakit.
New John Yellow Sardines, nagluluto sa sardines pagluluto nyo, sarap ng sardines, nagluluto sa sardines, New John Yellow Sardines, also available of hot and spicy.
Mag-TG Food na, 25 pesos lang sa Pansit Canton, 30 pesos lang sa Sinigang Sabaw, at Chicken Fried at Fries, 70 pesos lang. Order na!
And we're back on Asphere.
Welcome back to Asphere's Cafe. It is now 6:53 p.m. as we continue our tech news right here on our tech cafe on Asphere's Cafe. So let's continue and let me look for another tech headline to cover. And yes, it is a slow week, so I'll do my best to cover as much as we can here for this episode. Oh, this is interesting. Ayaneo phone. Yeah, we have Ayaneo phone. This is pretty interesting. Let me get my screen share up so you guys can see what I'm talking about. And yeah, if you're a gamer, and this might be for you. So this is coming from The Verge. Ayaneo is best known for its retro gaming handhelds, but the company has now confirmed its first phone will be coming soon. Ayaneo briefly teased that it was working on a phone back in August during the event where it unveiled the dual-screen Pocket DX. Of course, many of the company's gaming handhelds run a custom take on Android, so putting a cellular modem in one isn't much of a stretch. While we don't know much about the handheld, the video offers a quick glimpse at a pretty standard-looking rectangle. There are dual cameras in the top left corner, and you can make out what appear to be shoulder buttons. Android Central has suggested that the Ayaneo phone could have a sliding design, similar to the Sony Xperia Play. Remember Sony Xperia Play? That's how the phone looks like back in the day. So that's Sony Xperia Play, and it pretty much is similar to PlayStation Go or PlayStation Portable Go or PSP Go. So yeah, so that's where the controls are hidden beneath the screen, but it's kind of impossible to tell in the video, which we will have a look at. Ayaneo wouldn't be the only company on the market with a gaming-focused phone, but modern versions typically eschew physical controls. They tend to be phones first and foremost, but with high-end chips and cooling to help them handle demanding games. Physical controls are usually reserved for accessories, but maybe the Ayaneo phone will buck that trend. Well, don't get too excited yet because because we have to see if this phone is worth a hype, and we will have a look at right now. And long and behold, we have a minute and 40-second video. Let me check if my audio is on. It is not, so let's turn that on. So, ladies and gents, here is the look of the Ayaneo phone. Let's watch this. What you're seeing on the screen is the QR code along with the Discord server. So yeah, what you saw at the back of the phone is the two cameras and a flash. Again, it doesn't offer that much, but if we go further here, yeah, there is the tagline. Real gamers, no gamers. And that is from Ayaneo. So yeah, long and behold, that is the trailer of the Ayaneo phone, which is branded as what is it called again? Ayaneo remake or whatever how the company is calling it. So yeah, ladies and gents, that's Ayaneo phone. What do you guys think about this phone? Are you guys excited for the upcoming phone, or are you guys excited for the upcoming first ever phone from Ayaneo who makes retro handhelds?
Very interesting concept from a headphone brand, but I don't know what the remake branding, but that is very interesting. Ayaneo is a brand, but it's very interesting from headphones now to a cell phone thing as well. So interesting.
Me too, and I would like to add that. Will it come to the Philippines? Because I am pretty sure the market will be limited to US and Canada. Well, maybe some Europe countries too. But if they see enough demand for this one to be in the Philippines, I might try this phone out in some stores. I don't know, but yeah, Ayaneo phone, the first ever phone from Ayaneo. I hope they don't screw this up, and I hope the updates will be long term. Give it at least 6 years of updates. That will be good. All right, so let's move on to another one. Let me just find more here. Let's see what else we have here. Right, Nest Audio Mini and Home Mini get updated lights with Gemini. So I don't know if I have covered this previously, but I don't think so. So we're gonna cover that right now. So here is the headline coming from 95 Google, and yes, I do have a Nest Mini with me actually, but I will be reading this first. So this is coming from 95 Google. With the Gemini for Home Voice Assistant, Google has updated the LED lights on the Home Mini, Nest Mini, and Nest Audio. With the Gemini upgrade, there are no changes to the behavior of the LED lights on the Google Home or Home Max. The biggest change is to the Nest Audio, with a rainbow gradient appearing when Hey Google is detected by the Gemini for Home voice assistant. So the four white lights turn purple with these three actions. Purple lights continuously running left to right thinking, and purple lights continuously plus, which means responding. 4 purple lights flash twice and then fade. Gemini for Home voice assistant understands your request but didn't respond verbally. For example, after you say next while a song is playing. So this is how the example of the Nest Mini lights look like when Gemini for Home assistant arrives in the next update. You can see it looks beautiful, right? It looks beautiful. And while here, this is how Gemini is thinking on what to say, which looks like this. Well, there are no changes to the following. Four lights flash and then fade. Detect Hey Google but didn't recognize the question or comment. 4 white lights pause quickly, listening, and 4 solid orange lights, which means microphone is off. Both the Google Home Mini first gen and Nest Mini second gen did Gemini's rainbow upgradient for the hot word, but the other light patterns remain white. So that's the catch. Your devices should automatically be running version 3.77.x at this point, with the early access program currently rolling out to devices in the US. So yeah. That's how it looks like. I do believe I am excited for the update here, but again, we can confirm that Nest Mini and Nest Audio will both be getting the Gemini Live, so we are not missing out on Gemini Live if you're into Gemini, of course. So before I let Jim Clark give his thoughts on this, this is my Nest Mini. I don't know if you guys can see it on here. I think it's stuck. Hold on a minute. I'm trying to. I'll show it to you right here. So this is my Nest Mini right here, and you can see it's working. Yeah, you can see it's working. And I also forgot to mention they have a brand new startup sound of the Nest Mini when you plug it in. So I'm gonna demonstrate it live right here. So let me just unplug it. I don't care if I can't hear anyone at the moment, but I really feel like I really wanted to show it right there. But again, no changes. Let's say Hey Google. Yeah, see, it's still white. But yeah, let's unplug this. And see, it's now unplugged. Let's plug it back in. Right, it's booting up, as you can see. Let's wait for the Nest Mini to boot up. Oh, I forgot. I got cut off. I'll do one more time so you guys can hear it one more time because oh shit, that water almost dropped here. Oh my gosh. Anyway, I'm gonna like fix it real shortly. But let's play it one more time. Let's play it one more time so you guys can see it here. Right. Ladies and gents, here is the brand new startup sound of the Nest Mini and possibly other Google Home speakers too. Oh, here we go. There you go. So that is the brand new startup sound of as a brand new startup sound of the Gemini, not Gemini, but yeah, of the Gemini era for Nest Audio, Nest Mini, and also possibly other Google Home speakers too. And that is the headline of 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 the new Nest Mini speakers that are related to Gemini. So yeah, with the new corresponding startup sound, it really signifies that we are heading closer to into getting Gemini on our smart speaker, and I genuinely believe this is the time for a huge step up from Google Assistant. Now let me just reconnect. Let me just reconnect my Nest Mini speaker so I can hear Dreamcast audio reader. So yeah, and what do you guys think about it so far? Any thoughts?
That sounds like a production logo or something, but interesting that you have Nest Mini though. I didn't know. I didn't know that they have multiple colors on the LED, unlike I saw that on the website.
Yeah, they do have multiple colors now. Now that Gemini is on the way, right? It shows that they can do more. I repeat, it shows that it can do more. I repeat, yeah, it can do more. All right, let's move on to the next one, and let's see what else we have. All right. Well, another Windows 11 news, and this time it is related to Windows Update, which drops the format of YYYY, which is a year and M. And well, the IT admins aren't too happy with the change. Oh no. So this is coming from Windows latest. When Microsoft shipped the October 2025 optional update, we noticed that it dropped the YYYYMM format. It also dropped the cumulative term from title. Now it's 30 December, which really is, but more confusing than ever. IT admins are clearly unhappy with the move, and Windows latest understands that it will also cause confusion among regular users. So how does it look like with the new update title? So if you get security updates every month, it will now say security update. Well, the preview will be called preview update. While for .NET Framework, it will say .NET Framework security update, while on preview, it will say preview update. And for the driver, for example, it will say your brand and then driver update. And then for the AI component, which is only going to be for Copilot plus PCs, it will say any component there, and then it will say AI component update. Up until now, Windows updates have used long titles, but a long title doesn't necessarily mean the naming convention is confusing. Windows the security updates mostly use the cumulative term and include YYYMM in the titles. So this is the previous format, update format, which it looked like before, and yeah. So this is the new one, which drops everything except the preview and your usual stuff. So yeah. And now for Insider, on the other hand, it will say free feature update. So there you go. And well, it looks nicer, and while it looks nicer, it's also confusing. And why IT admins are clearly not happy, they call it a dumbest move. That's right, they are calling this move a dumbest. So as a system admin from the altar, well, I'm not gonna say myself, they get where they're coming from. You can't debug a Windows update when you don't even know the release month or year, unless you look up support documents and verify against the hundreds of knowledge base IDs. So this is what an IT admin wrote in response to Microsoft. Quote, how are admins supposed to troubleshoot Windows when you hide the crucial information from them? This is a truly terrible change, and you don't understand your target audience. There's more. Removing the update from the Windows Update title is not a good change for admins at all. We will have an even harder time immediately telling if a device is behind on updates or not, which is another response or another concern coming from a concerned IT admin. It doesn't appear that Microsoft plans to drop this new Windows Update naming scheme, but a Microsoft official told the author of Windows Latest that the company actively listens to the feedback, press X to doubt, and more improvements will be introduced. Microsoft also confirmed that most update titles won't change if you use Microsoft Update Catalog or Windows Server Update services, at least for now. Windows 11 feature updates such as version 25 H2 will continue to have the existing naming convention. So yeah, what do you say about this change? Is it confusing, or do you think it looks way nicer now? Or do you agree with the IT admin's take that it's a hard to tell change? What do you guys think?
That is very confusing. That's very weird how they just drop the year and then month format. That's weird.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, oops. Alright, I will do one more before we take a break. Let's see. It will be very quick, don't worry. Let me just see what else here. We have a first AI generated TVI from Google. Oh my god! Yes, this is true. Google is actually using VO3 for their ad, and I'm kid you not. Let me show you this ad real quick.
Oh boy.
This is Tom. Work has been weird lately. He's gonna fly the coop. And fast. Luckily, AI mode in Google Search can help him hatch a plan. It's gotta be quick, and it's gotta be...
Okay.
Yeah. That should do it. Phew. Things were getting dicey there for a moment. But now, everything's gravy. Planning a quick getaway? Just ask Google.
Yeah, that is the first AI generated ad using VO3, and you can tell it is. You cannot even tell if it's created with AI or it is actually created by the artist, because again they did disclose it as using VO3, but the looks of the commercial itself tells that it is not created with AI, which is very hard to tell for non-techies there. Very fascinating, if you ask me. So yeah, you just witnessed the first AI generated ad from Google, and oh my gosh, they really are advancing their AI technologies as we speak.
Yeah.
Well, surprisingly, it does not feature an AI label, with Google believing that consumers don't care whether an AI ad was generated. However, the YouTube upload to Google's channel does have the platform's alter or synthetic content disclosure, which is good because you know Google obviously owns YouTube, and Google themselves, or YouTube, has made it clear if you create content with AI, you have to disclose, and I believe they did. Let me just open their ad again, but this time on their YouTube page. I'm just going to mute the tab. We'll see. Did they actually disclose it? To my surprise, yes, they did. Look at that. Altered or synthetic content. They made it clear it is made in AI. Boom. So what do you think about the first AI generated ad, ladies and gents? What are your thoughts? Is it good? Is it bad? Or do you find this to be fascinating? What do you think, guys?
Very interesting how they merge it very well, and nothing much to expect more. But hey, at least they get a little interesting though, especially when it comes to them doing the AI thing. But wow, I didn't say that they are very interesting, but they get a little bit interesting how Google is not doing this to know that they're good at AI. So, and they did, interestingly, yes, they did.
Yep, exactly. Alright, it is now 7:15 p.m. as we will be getting into the weekly poll results from GSM Arena, and along with the latest weekly poll and some other smartphone news to cover on Tech Cafe right here on Asphere's Cafe. We will be right back after these messages. Stay along with us.
It's now 7:15.
Medicine time uli. 4 na araw ng sipon mo. Sana gumaling ka na.
Sana may mas mabilis na gamot para sa kanya.
Mami, sana lumipat ka na sa pambatang Neozep. Hiyang dito ang 7 out of 10 children at 2 times faster pa magpagaling. 4 days na sipon, nagiging 2 days na lang. Ang shortcut sa ginhawa, Neozep.
Alagang lumilap yan.
Stop! Huwag uubuin ng plema, huwag iinuman ng yelo. Magpabiskel agad ang pabiskel para tanggal ng ubo at hindi yung plema para mawala ang ubo at plema, bawal iinuman ng malamig ng yelo. Magpabiskel, itigil ang ubo at plema, huwag iinuman ng yelo.
Mag-Oreo para ilalagay ng sausaw sa gatas ng Oreo para kainan na. At pagkatapos ng kumain ng Oreo milk, mag-Oreo, mas maglagay ng sausaw sa gatas ng Oreo milk.
Dahil mayroon sa tagapag ng iipunan, dahil tag-ulan magiging magtatag. Mag-Clusipol, dahil sa pag-abutan ng inyong ng katawan. Para na sa ating bawal magkasakit, mag-Clusipol araw-araw.
Ngayon Pasko ng mga fiesta ng fruit cocktail, mag-Del Monte Fiesta. Para masarap ng salad ng fruit cocktail, handaan iyong ng Pasko, Del Monte Fiesta.
Balay! Himala! Susgid! Milagro! Himala! Simot!
Huwag magulat sa tumutulong magpagana. Magtiki-tiki! Pinuno ng Gana Resistensya Boosters na tumutulong pampalakas kumain. Para lumakas ang resistensya.
Himala!
Tiki-tiki! Lakas kumain, lakas resistensya!
Mahalagang paalala, ang teke-teke ay hindi gamot at hindi dapat panggamitin panggamot sa anong uri ng sakit. Ang daming ipis sa bahay, magkakaroon ka na ng diabetes. Mag-TGON, patay ng ipis para mawala ng ipis. Huwag pupunta sa ipis. TGON, kills bots 10, protects your family. Germs na naman sa The Bleach and Detergent para kalat laming sa buong banyo ba't madumi ng 10 bleach ng ginagamit. Mag-Tomex ka na para tanggalin ang germs, para tanggalin ng dumi. Tomex patayang Olerm germs, 25 piso lang.
Lagot! Nangyari!
Sa tulong ng Lutroplex with Talino Complex, tumutulong sa baso ng inom, Lutroplex.
Alagang yunilap yan.
Kahit saan, sisig ng ina mo, lunod ka sa saya, mula sa pampagana hanggang sa dulo.
Ang sisig na hinahanap-hanap mo ay nasa sisig ng ina mo na. For just 70 pesos, may legit na kapampangan na sisig ka na with soft drinks and sabaw. Dito lang yan sa sisig ng ina mo.
Earl John Pure Water na toxic na sa OMS. Pag Earl John Pure Water, para ang tangali ng toxic, huwag mo kakainin sa kanton. Sa Earl John Pure Water na 8 pesos lang.
The Pimples Bacteria Dirt, this soap from acne problems. The Fond's Acne Clear White Face Wash, removed anti-acne clear. The Kills Anti-Acne Face No Pimples. The Fond's Acne Clear White Face Wash.
Ang dumi ng ngipin sobra kainan. Ang baho. Mag-Colgate Maximum Cavity Protection para tanggalin ng ngipin, para mawala baho. Mag-Colgate Maximum Cavity Protection para matitibay pa sa #1 cavity toothpaste.
Mga bata bata sa pag-aral. Dahil sa Mayo yung laruan. Mag-inkrimin. Pag kulang sa iron baka magkulang sa talino. Bigyan siya ng inkrimin.
Kung ikaw ay nagtataka, ito ay isang napakasarap na adobo. Pero bakit napakabango? Ang sikreto ni Mommy ay ospentoyo. Ito ay fermented, gawain ito sa pinakamahusay na kalidad ng soybeans mula sa sakahan, sobrang sarap, sobrang dekalidad, at syempre, safe gamitin ayon sa Food and Drug Administration. Para sa iyong pamilya, pipiliin ng lahat ang pinakamahusay na brand. Ospentoyo, sulit sarap!
Mira drinking water. Fresh, cool, calm.
Magrexona para tatanggalin asim sa kili-kili, bat maligo sa asim kilkili para mawala ng kili-kili sa asim. Magrexona, huwag emergency sa asim kili-kili.
Bagong KM Sardines para iluluto sa sardines para kumain na. Kuya kalimutan niyo po para sa sardinas. Sa KM Sardines, 24 pesos lang. KM.
Welcome back to Asphere's Cafe. It is now 7:22 p.m. and now it is time for the smartphone weekly poll and weekly poll results. But first, it's a weekly poll results. Dream car, what are the results? Dream car. Okay, dream car. Weekly poll results.
And now here are the results from GSM Arena. Also interesting start here. The 8 Pro is on a good expectations, but on the Magic 8 itself is not. So for the Magic 8 Pro, it's a big guess for them. With 266 at 56%. Maybe 145 and 94 for the no. The 7 Pro was better for 35. It is 4.7 for the Magic 8 plus Magic 7 or 10.3. Magic 8 is 10 to 52 or 7. And none of these are right for me. 129 or 6.6, none of the above 24 or 4.5. But sadly for the Magic 8 it's not going to end well. Because for the yes it's a little bit slower but interesting 20.7% or 85 volts. Maybe for 16.8 or 69. For the Magic 7, much better for 14, 3.4. I will wait for the Magic 8 Mini, 43 or 10.5. Bigger Magic 8 Pro instead for 81 or 19.8. None of these are right for me for 93 or 22.7. That will be above 25 or 6.1%. So, yes, I think the 8 Pro wins for this one, but not the Magic 8. Now, here are the new weekly poll for this season. Will you buy an Oppo Find X9 or X9 Pro when they are now launched global? So it's now on China, interestingly, but you can see that it will be available on the earlier November. So the Find X9 Pro is 16 gig RAM, 512 gig unit for the store. So it is for the UK or European pricing here for 1,300 euros, or should I say 88,000 pesos. Ooh, that's a big one. The camera performance and life chart here. You can see the X9 Pro has a 200 megapixel Hasselblad telephoto Ultra XDR main camera, and it has 4K 120 FPS. and it is IP66, 68, 69 Pro, 1.5 millimeter bezel, MediaTek Dimensity 9500, and the Oppo 6 Silicon carbon battery for 75,000 milliamp. So it competes with the Vivo X300 Pro, Xiaomi 17 Pro Max, OnePlus 15, and Samsung Galaxy S25 Ultra. So you could see the X9 instead for 1256 will be at 67,000 pesos or 1,000 euros, but it's smaller than the Pro. So the X9 meanwhile has periscope 50 megapixel telephoto and by default 50 megapixel. And their first 4K motion photo and 120 FPS to the video. And it also has a similar picture on the second picture, but it has 7,020 milliamp battery. So while the X10 is the more interesting, so comparing here are the following: the Vivo X300, Xiaomi 17 Pro, Samsung Galaxy S25 Plus, and Vivo Pixel 10 Pro. Now here are your survey polls here. You have, yes, I want one, maybe, but not for a price cut. No, I want one for other camera flagship. I want Oppo Find X9 instead. Flagships are not for me, and then blah blah blah. For the X9 itself, yes, maybe, but the differences are I want the Oppo Find X9 Pro instead. So yeah, that is the all for this edition. So going to send this on our main chat room for our friends to check here. In case mahaway din sa kabila. Okay, so I'm going to put it in the second chat instead if hindi available yung first chat. So now for the smartphone updates, Sparagos, back to you.
Thank you very much, Dream Kakar. Okay, so now let's do the rest of the smartphone news and see what is it's worth covering. Okay, let's see. Okay, well, there's not much, apparently, surprisingly. It's a little bit of slow news today. Anyway, we will be covering a little bit of a niche side, I guess. So, let's see. Okay, Lava Agni 4. Yes, Lava Agni 4. So here is the screen share of the article we're going to be talking about right now. So this is coming from the GSM Arena, once again, that we cover the weekly poll results. So an image shared by Lava a couple of days ago revealed that the Agni 4 will have a metal build. Now the Indian handset maker has dropped a new teaser on X or Twitter, giving us a glimpse of the Agni 4's rear panel, which features a horizontally aligned dual camera setup. That's one less camera than last year's Agni 3, which came with a 50 megapixel primary, an 8 megapixel telephoto, 3 times optical, and an 8 megapixel ultra wide unit on its back. This image also reconfirms the lack of a secondary display on the Agni 4's rear, which was one of the biggest highlights of the Agni 3. Well, what happened to Lava, right? Why are they going backwards? So if you look at their previous gen, it had a secondary to display, but later ditched it. What happened? Right? What happened? I don't know why are they going backwards. It's weird. But anyway, that is the Lava Agni 4. That's the teaser, I believe. Look at that soon. I believe they are replacing with the unique LEDs at the back, and I don't know, maybe Indians aren't in favor of the secondary display, which is why they had to ditch it. Yeah. So what do you think about this Lava Agni 4 coming from India? And again, this is just a teaser. We have yet to witness the full specs of this phone. Any thoughts?
Well, nothing much more because it's not yet expected, but suddenly they just scrape it for no reason.
Very true. Yeah, very, very sad if you ask me. Womp womp. Now, it's time for brewing question, Dreampar. What's the brewing question tonight or today?
So our brewing question for this edition is, what are your thoughts on Google's first AI generated ad in which is the VO3? So if you know about it, comment or just ask on our chat if you are interested and what you are interested.
Yeah. If you want to know more about what Google's first AI generated ad, feel free to rewind the video because we talked about it a few moments ago, right? All right. Before we wrap it up, unfortunately, I'm not feeling any extension. Maybe I will do that in the next week or hopefully so. I don't know, but I can say this is our first live episode produced on AspMedia's Asphere's Cafe's YouTube channel because we are now going to be separating because I'm going to make AspMedia's channel full of fictional air checks again. So there is that. Now for Dream Car, any last words?
Nothing much more, but stay tuned tomorrow because I'm going to reveal the new commercial with featuring our new endorser. Going to.
Ooh, yes. Yeah. Stay tuned, guys. Alright, that is all for me, and yes, it's 7:31, and that is it for Asphere's Cafe tonight. We will be back again tomorrow, same time, same place, and of course we will continue to talk about the tech news, of course with all of the latest tech happenings right here on Asphere's Cafe. And then on Wednesday we will be talking about the anime and pop culture, or Japanese pop culture rather, and on Thursday gaming, and on Friday as usual it will be the random topics and the knockoff segment. This has been Asphere's Cafe. For the first time on Asphere's Cafe's YouTube channel with a full episode, I'm Cairo.
And I'm Dreamcard. The cafe is now closed.
We will see you tomorrow. The cafe's over. Goodbye for now. Bye-bye.
7:31.